not much I can say. Can't kiss away all your problems. Just sleep on the couch. I'll make my
Welcome to the Polo Grounds in Upper Manhattan. We've got Diamond Dynasty Baseball tonight. It's the Javelinas going up against the Farmers. We got a couple of all-star teams squaring off. First pitch coming your way next. So almost ready to get underway and getting to start. Steve Carlton.
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
Here's the left fielder, Ricky Henderson. And a foul ball. And a pitch. Short hop liner, handled it short. Nicely done for the out. And the batter now, Elly De La Cruz. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. And there's the strike. And you played behind guys, and they loved having your speed out there defensively. One of the things that we talk about is how much pitchers enjoy having those elite defenders behind them. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton.
Boog, and the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting-wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this guy does.
And here is Mark McGwire. Swings through that one.
0-1.
Strike 2.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good, and then by the time he gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Got him swinging. And we're back. And towing the slab in this one, Mike Mussina. What's the scouting report on him?
He's a dominant pitcher, but he can get a little too relaxed second and third time through the order and miss his spots. That's where we see him get touched up. If he maintains the same intensity that he has in the first inning and the second inning, I think we'll see him hand the ball over to his closer.
Tap foul at the plate. Albies in his 8th season, hitting leadoff in today's game, and he's a native of Curacao. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
And that one is inside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And that's outside.
Ball.
There's a swing and a miss. Gets to it onto first. Got him. One away on the strikeout. And up to the plate is Will Smith. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. 1 out, bases empty. Up and in, 2-0.
2-0. Foul ball.
And that's downstairs and outside. And it's fouled away. 1 down, base is empty. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. So now the DH spot, Mark McGwire. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
0-1.
And that's in for a strike.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes, even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
That misses the zone, and that's ball 1. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. Catcher has it, fires to first. Got him. Inning over on the strikeout.
Trust me when
And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's Josh Young.
The third baseman, Josh Young.
Carlton back to work. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1.
0 balls, 1 strike.
And ball
Nope,
1.
Ball. 1-1.
That misses.
2-1.
And it's 2-1. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
Count is full.
On the ground. Boggs. The throw to first. And quickly one away in the second. Here comes Christian Yelich, the MVP in 2018, the runner-up in 2019. Upstairs.
That's the ball.
There's the strike.
That pitch started in and ended up on
1
the
ball, 1
outside
strike.
edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
Swings through that.
1 and 2 to count.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. And here comes Ozzie Albies to the dish. And that
1-0.
skips in the dirt. 2 out, space is empty.
Ball.
Liner, base hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Stargell pulls it down, and that is that.
grab a partner, join their hands. I don't do it for the game, do it all for the fans. It's the trap.
We head to the bottom of the second. Stepping in, Babe Ruth. Langoliers hauls it in for the out. And there's one away. So digging in, Willie Stargell. Chris, he leads the way with the best batting average on the team. And there's a ball. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
Good
1-1.
pitch right there. Tied him up on the hands. If I'm out there on the bump, I'm going right back in there.
Young throws across the diamond, and a couple of quick outs. So up next, Mickey Mantle. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
And I would say that
0-1.
most great defensive outfielders, it's kind of natural. There is some work
1-1.
that you can do to it. to improve your game, but ultimately you either have it or you don't.
And he's out on the tag. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Top half of the third inning. Here's Pete Alonso.
Pete Alonso.
Since debuting in 2019, no player in the
0-1.
majors has hit more homers than Pete Alonso. That one missed.
1-1.
That
Yeah.
one finds the zone, and that is
1 ball,
strike
2
2.
strikes.
And that's in the dirt.
2-2.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
And down on strikes. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. Here's the catcher, Shea Langoliers. Going 1.
0-1.
Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt.
0-2.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Smith gathers, throws, and there's 2 gone following the strikeout. Ricky Henderson now at the plate. 0 for 1 so far. First pitch is in the dirt.
Hey.
Top of the third, no score. Gets him to chase after that one.
Clearly,
1-2
he was sitting on a
the count.
fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Bunting, and he pops it up. Makes a nice running catch. And that'll do it. And we're back. And here is Sosa to the plate. Henderson makes the catch. 1 up, 1 down. It's Wade Boggs now. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
No balls. 1 strike.
One down, base is empty. De La Cruz on the move, squeezes it, and there are 2 outs. Derek Jeter will hit next. And makes the grab. And that is that. All set for the start of the inning. And now the shortstop, Elly De La Cruz.
De La Cruz.
So here's a fun
That's
note
a
on
ball.
Ellie. He became the youngest player in high A ball to homer from both sides of the plate in the same game, and it gets better. He did it again 2 games later. Those are the type of games that tend to get you promoted in the minors.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
And he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And now, Mark McGwire struck out swinging his first time. Slider right there.
You tie a guy
You're
up like
above,
that,
one
you're
strike.
feeling like you are in command.
Swing and a ground ball and foul ball. Just
No,
missed.
that missed. That's a
0-2
ball.
count. You got the opportunity to expand the zone. Could get the
1-2.
chase there. Let's see what he comes back with next.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Josh Young. Grounded out his first time up. Pitches
1-0.
in the dirt. 1-0. And downstairs. Off the mark
That's it.
there.
Ball.
3-0. And there's the automatic. 4th inning under. Away, no score. That's through there for a strike.
Full count.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
City to city, trying to reach the people and sell my CDs. This is my grind, it's what I'm committed to. If it don't sound good, maybe it ain't for you.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom 4, here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. Albies on to first, and one gone to the 4th as they get the leadoff man. The batter now will be Will Smith. Went down on strikes his first time through.
My degrees be, you see them just trying to beat me. It's only
Henderson running hard to get it. Nabs it. 2 up, 2 down. Mark McGwire, the next to hit. He's 0 for 1. McGwire goes 6 feet 5 inches, 36 years old, and he's usually a first baseman, but today he's the designated
It's 0-1.
hitter. Foul ball there.
Some people say that first basemen kind of have the day off regularly because they don't run around a whole lot. But when you think about it, they are involved in just about every single play, and there's a lot of stress that gets put on their legs. So a well-deserved day at the DH spot for him.
And he has thrown 4 shutout innings. And we're back. And now it's Christian Yelich.
Christian Yelich.
Carlton back to work. This one chopped on the ground, but foul.
Well, these players just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. Just one base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They have guys in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
Drops a bunt down the first base side, and a foul ball. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. Ozzie Albies up to the plate. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Shoots a line drive single into right center, so they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Curtis Granderson getting ready to hit. Fly to left his first time. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes in the dirt. Albies into scoring position on the wild pitch, and there goes the double play possibility. Man at second. Runner goes again. Sack bunt towards third. Out on a bang play, but he made it close.
Really nice technique right there to get that sack bunt down. Advances that runner up another base. That was his job. He got it done.
Alonso at the plate now, and that's inside. Late on that fastball.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
And now 2-2.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. So he cracks double digits with his 10th strikeout. We head to the bottom of the 5th. And now the first baseman, Babe Ruth. McGuire. He steps on the bag, and that's the first out in the bottom of the 5th. Now the left fielder, Willie Stargell. First time up, he grounded to third. Just missed.
These hitters are going to have to find a way to be a little more patient, see more pitches per at bat. Otherwise, that bullpen's not going to have to work over there, and it's going to be advantage pitching all game long.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Waves at the bender for the strikeout. Mickey Mantle now at the plate. Grounded out his first time up. That one fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone.
2 strikes.
In the dirt. On to first. That completes the strikeout. Inning over. Top of the 6th inning, and now Shea Langoliers.
Shea Langoliers.
Swing and a foul out of play. And a swing and a miss.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Struck him out looking. So the lineup flips over. Now here is Rickey Henderson. 0 for 2 in this one. Just missed.
And if there's one man you want to keep off the base paths, it's this guy right here, Ricky Henderson, the undisputed stolen base king.
Puts a bunt down. And they tag him out. And the batter will be the shortstop, Elly De La Cruz, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt.
0-1.
Hit weakly on the ground, and that's just foul. All tied up, and we're in the top half of the 6th. And that one is in the dirt. 1-2 to count. Line drive, makes the play, and it's out number 3. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 6th. And now the right fielder, Sammy Sosa. Swing and a miss at a slider.
Well, these guys, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. We're in the back half of the game, and they're still searching for a base runner. He's been great out there on the mound, no doubt, but it's also been a disappointing performance at the plate to this point.
Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
And as we get deeper, it's not going to get any easier. These at-bats are going to feel more and more desperate.
Oh, now this one's high and deep, way back there, on its way, gone. And they slide in front in the 6th. It's 1-0. Wade Boggs will hit next. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss.
0-1.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Next offering is down low.
1-2.
Albies over to first in time. 1 away. That ground ball may have him back on track after the homer. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Derek Jeter. The shortstop takes a ball.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
Out front with the swing, and that is strike 1.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
The 1-1 is fouled off. 1 out, base is empty, and a run in here in the bottom of the 6th.
That's foul. 2-2.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Yelich brings it in. 2 away. So the batting order turns over. Now it's the second baseman, Ozzie Albies. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. The 1-1 is fouled off. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Throw to first. In time, the 2-3 strikeout ends the inning. New inning getting started, and here's the first baseman, Mark McGwire.
Changing speeds
ball,
has
no
this
strikes.
lineup completely off balance in this one. We've seen a lot of mistimed swings, and it's been a challenge for these hitters to get their rhythm right.
And it's 1-1.
Tonight, his slider has been really
1-1.
impressive. I mean, tight spin. Seems like the hitters aren't picking it up out of the hand.
Swing and a ground ball out to short. Fires over to first. And the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th. And now Josh Young. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
So
Pure
far,
ball,
this
one
guy's been
strike.
able to tease the strike zone, gets those swings and misses. Somebody's going to have to shorten up, be a little more patient, and make this guy work in the zone a little more.
No ball. 2 strikes.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. 0-2 now. Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt. Out. 2 away now after the drop 3rd strike.
You're best when you let the game come to you. Tried to make too much happen right there. Not his best at bat.
Bunting for a hit,
foul.
and it goes just foul. 2 outs. And he pops up the bunt, reaching for it, makes the catch. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Will Smith to the plate. That one
1-0.
misses. Ball 1.
Now pitching. Dan Jordan.
101 on the gun, swing and a miss.
1-1.
Foul ball. In the
2-2.
dirt. And that's ball 2. Slider misses outside.
He should get a pretty
Got a
good
full
pitch
count.
to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
That one misses.
That's ball 4.
So a
Take your
leadoff
base.
walk.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
So now here's the DH, Mark McGwire. Joyce, a 6'5" righty, 225 pounds, and he was a 3rd-round pick
No balls,
in
1 strike.
2022. Smith gets his lead at first with nobody out. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Now batting.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Babe Ruth. Got to be careful with a slugger like this because he can turn it into a 3-run game in the blink of an eye. That one at triple digits. 1-run game, 1 out, 1 on. This one in the dirt. Yelich makes the catch. Out number 2.
Let's do this.
Willie Stargell, the next to hit.
Willie Stargell.
And that is cut on and missed. 0-1.
Well, strike 1 is so critical in a bat like this with a real threat at the plate looking to do
That missed. That's
damage.
a ball.
And that misses. And that's
1-1.
ball 1. And there's a ball.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Nasty pitch right there. It's
2-2.
2-2. And that one upstairs.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Not what he wanted to do right there, Boog. That keeps this inning alive, puts a runner into scoring position, and a chance for this offense to add on to their lead.
Mantle up to hit for the 3rd time as he lays off inside, ball 1. Swing and a miss. That one at 101.
Love to see it. Power versus power right there.
Swing and a miss. 1 and 2.
1 and 2.
That one is upstairs.
That's the ball.
Got him. That ends the inning as they squander a chance to pick up some insurance. And we're back. We're at the top of the 8th. Here's the second baseman, Ozzie Albies. Carlton back to work. And that skips in the dirt. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
Just an outstanding job of spinning the baseball, moving it around, doing what he does.
New pitcher on here, Michael Kopech.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Late on that fastball.
1 and 2 is the count.
Fouls it off, still 1 and 2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. The high heat, too much on that one. Here's the center fielder, Curtis Granderson. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And that puts the tying run on base.
First pitch swing in, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Squirts away a little bit. And the runner holds. Kopech deals. And it's quickly 0-2 on the designated hitter. Ball 1 there.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
With the tying run on at first, and we're in the top of the 8th. Runner on the go. And a sac bunt here. They put the tag on him.
You got to be careful with a guy like this at the plate. Stealing second may eliminate him from getting really good pitches to hit. Now they can work around him with first base open. So got to roll the dice.
Runner takes off for third. Swing and a miss. Out at third. And that ends the inning. Bottom of the 8th. And now Sammy Sosa. McGuire makes the play. 1 away. And now it's going to be Wade Boggs. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Base is empty, 1 away. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. That one misses. And now it's even 1-1. And that gets down into the gap.
You see me coming up, stop.
So digging in, Derek Jeter. That one's upstairs, ball 1. Swing and a foul straight back. Swing and a miss, and the count is 1-2.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Granderson makes the catch. 2 away now. Ozzie Albies getting ready to hit. 0 for 3 in this one. Swing and a foul back. That's out of play. Boggs stands at second with 2 gone. Yelich makes the play, and that is that. All set to start the 9th in this one, and here's the catcher, Shea Langoliers. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1.
It's 0-1.
And that's in the dirt.
1-1.
Swung on, belted. And there's 1 down. That's a big first out right there, and that changes things.
Yeah, you can kind of see how just the hope and optimism is shrunk a little bit, but they got a couple more outs to work with. They got to find a way to get a runner on and get one around the bases.
Puts a bunt down. Ruth. And that's a bunt single. That was placed perfectly. 1 down. Now at the plate, Elly De La Cruz. Third baseman playing on the edge of the grass looking for the sac bunt. Gregory Soto gets the call from the pen.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game.
Ricky runs. In the dirt, blocked. Henderson into scoring position on the wild pitch, and there goes the double play possibility. Swings and misses, and it's a ball and a strike. Runner on the go again. This one popped up. Brings it in, and that is the ball game.
Well, this one was all about the pitching and defense. Outstanding job of the pitchers, really attacking hitters, trusting what the catcher was putting down, and trusting the players standing behind him to make the plays defensively. Sometimes you want to see a high-scoring game, but sometimes you can appreciate the artistic beauty of what these pitchers did on the mound today.
And a 1-0 final score here in this one. They hang on to win it by a run. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.
I ran out of poppers. If he knows me, I'ma knock his nose off. If he holy, I'ma send his soul off. Trespassing, I'ma cut his toes off. Much faster than a come on. Stop. If he ratting, I'ma cut his tail off. One mic, 0 flaws. Spitting 24 karat gold bars. Till gunfight, I bring a blow torch. Spending new money to fight an old charge. No such thing as no charge. Been hot since the Cold War. I already told you like Cardi done told you. You think it's a game, I bought the controllers.